Once upon a time, on a street in Beverly Hills, there stood a house like no other. Lilia Luciano tells us the story of the Storybook House.
In a town famous for make-believe, a fairy tale comes to life. Welcome to the Witch's House, a medieval detour among the mansions of Beverly Hills.
It stands out like a sore thumb. Come on in.
And happily so for owner Michael J. LeBeau.
What is it like to wake up in the middle of the night in this house?
I feel super comfortable here.
Oh, wow.
It makes me smile. It makes other people smile. And that's kind of what it's always been.
A Los Angeles real estate agent, LeBeau showed it to a client back in the 1990s who wanted to tear it down. But he bought it for himself, not to replace, but to preserve.
Silicone dipped, perfect for Beverly Hills. Everything had to be handcrafted, from wood beams to hardware to flooring. It's supposed to look organic and genuine to its period, which is maybe a farmhouse from 300 years ago.
It's not a house to walk in drunk.
No.
There are wobbly walls, a drooping roof, crooked hallways, and a fanciful fireplace.
Great fireplace.
Also known as the Spadina House, it's the epicenter of the storybook style that took shape in America in the 1920s and 30s.
It's quite a thing for the Halloween crowd when they come by.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Author and architect Errol Gellner wrote a book about it with photographs by Douglas Keister.
It had to be exaggerated, almost a caricature of what European architecture looked like. It had to have artificial aging. And the last thing was it whimsical? Did it kind of make you smile or laugh when you looked at it? So if a house passed all three of those tests, then it was a storybook house.
The storybook design began with Harry Oliver, an art director for a film studio. He built the Witch's House in 1921, partly inspired by the illustrations in old books and magazines, and by what moviegoers at the time were clamoring to see.
There was a huge appetite among the public for films about faraway places. Medieval times, exotic locations. People couldn't get enough of that stuff.
Oh, it's adorable.
That storybook touch can be seen in classic Disney films. But did one influence the other?
The animators would have been very familiar with this type of architecture. But in terms of a three-dimensional constructed building, they would have seen these when they were going to work.
Storybook homes can still be found, but the quirky fad eventually faded.
It's a great space.
Oh, wow.
Just not for Michael J. LeBeau.
You can see the funky roof line as well.
The Witch's House is one of the most popular attractions in Los Angeles.
Kind of scary.
A must-see for tourists and trick-or-treaters who line up by the thousands for Halloween.
It just is a thing of beauty to people in a quirky, wonky way.